What's up, guys? Welcome to Transformation. My name is Patrick Blake Leeper, and I was born without legs. I was destined to spend my life in a wheelchair, but with the right mindset and with sheer determination, I now hold 8 Paralympic track and field medals. Not stopping there, I'm now on a quest to become the fastest man alive and to inspire others to overcome their own limitations. Today, I'm talking with Natasha. She grew up overweight, but wasn't driven to change until she was diagnosed with diabetes as a teenager. Today, Natasha has lost 185 pounds and now is training for her next powerlifting competition. Welcome to Transformation. Natasha, what's up? Welcome to Transformation. You inspire me so much, and I'm so excited for the fans and the viewers to hear your story.
What up? Hey!
Awesome. Well, let's just jump straight into it. How did your childhood play a part in your weight gain?
My family's culture is pretty food-centered. Every family party, every, holiday. I guess for me growing up, it was a little bit more attached to the emotion at the family parties, and it was just a way that my family came close. We bonded over food probably more than I guess I thought maybe other families did growing up.
So going through this journey as a kid, what did it end up being your heaviest weight that you ended up seeing?
On the scale that I actually saw was 360. I do believe that it may have been a little bit closer to 380.
Did your whole idea about weight, did it change much once you got to college?
It did. It definitely did. In high school, I wasn't by any means super made fun of or picked on, but I was always kind of just a friend to everyone. Whereas when I got to college, I, started being more social in the dating scene, and I kind of found a group of people actually called a plus size community of BBW parties, which stands for Big Beautiful Women. And so most of my college years were actually kind of spent embracing my size more than necessarily fighting it.
So you meet this group and you're living life and you're enjoying the size that you're at. You're not being ridiculed but then you make a change. What was that click moment for you when you said, this isn't who I am, this is not what I want to be?
It was in college during the time that I was going to those plus size parties. I went out and I found out I had diabetes, and they wanted to put me on insulin and all these medications right away. And I just told my doctor, I said, just give me a chance. I saw my grandparents, most of my family have diabetes and those kind of problems. And I knew that once you start those medications, you don't stop really. So I lost, probably about 50 pounds. I was right around 300 for the rest of college, and really, really happy there with that 50-pound weight loss success. And with that 50-pound weight loss, I became not diabetic, and just kind of let it stay there for those few years until 2014 when my grandma passed away. And that was the year that I ended up meeting Randy. So that's when it kind of all really started to change around.
In your mind, what did you feel like you had to do to make this change?
I'm kind of someone who I don't really go half ass on anything. It's all or nothing. So when I met Randy and he's like, are you in it or not? And I went in full force. I started working out with him 3 days a week. We started meal prepping our food almost right away, counting calories, exercising, doing everything by the books.
How did your group of friends that was considered the BBW group feel about you trying to make a change in your life?
I had a lot of love throughout this whole journey, and a lot of fans who are there to support you, and then people who don't necessarily know how to support you. Sometimes people are like, oh, are you still in the gym? Come on, you can eat a cupcake now, can't you? You've lost 100 pounds. Unless your best friend is actually a fitness athlete with you, trying to do the exact same thing, has the exact same goal, they can still be eating pizza when you can't, And that just makes it a little bit difficult, but it's what makes your journey special.
Who was your team? Who was your support system that you rebuilt, and that the people that came into your life to help you on this weight loss journey?
I feel really blessed and lucky than most people, because even though my journey's been my own, I got to do it with my boyfriend Randy, I got to do it with him. So if I'm slipping, he's telling me. If he's slipping, I'm telling him.
At any point of this journey, did you kind of reach any plateaus to where, one, it was hard to lose the weight, or two, you just didn't feel like, pushing on? And when you had those feelings, mentally, what did you tell yourself to keep pushing and to get through to the next day?
Whew. quite a few of those moments. Probably a good 2 or 3 different times, even throughout the last year and a half of the journey. Had to restart. But when you feel like everything is going array in your mind, I have really been focusing on thinking about my why. And I know that even though I've had all these insanely dark and light times, that in the darkest, it's one other lesson that I have to learn that I know that I'm able to teach someone else in an easier way. And that's what I try to think about when I have those moments. You have to think about what you're really doing. Like, why would you do all that work if it wasn't for a bigger purpose?
What are your goals now? Where do you see yourself in the future?
You know, every journey does have ups and downs, and I am up a little bit of weight right now, so I'm getting back on my journey. I have a weight powerlifting competition coming up on the books. I really want to focus on strength, and then either this coming up December or in next year, I want to enter the WBFF Transformation Division.
So for somebody that's going through their own weight loss journey, what kind of advice would you give them?
If there's one thing I would say to anyone is that if you are not ready to make the change, if you're not ready to find the balance in your life, you will not have success in this journey. Until you are ready for that and ready to work on being the better version of you every day, don't start.
I love that, and I really love that. I gotta ask you just one more thing, you know what I mean? I'm putting you on the spot, but you know, for me, you know, I love quotes. One of my favorite quotes is, you know, the only true disability in life is a bad attitude, right? You know what I mean? I love that because, you know, I look at my life and being born without legs, you know, I could dwell in the fact that I'm missing my legs, but you know what? That's just, I'm just different than everybody else. My true abilities is what I can do outside of that. What's that one quote for you that kind of keeps you moving and keeps you motivated each and every day?
I have to give it to my man, Eric Thomas. Like, you just have to want it as bad as you want to breathe. Like, that's it. You are not willing to sacrifice everything for that goal. It's not the right goal. So that one always runs in my head more than anything. Most of the time, it's the things you're telling yourself. Like, it really is. You're the one saying I'm fat. You're the one saying I'm not strong enough. You're the one saying I'm not fast enough. You're the one saying I can't do it. When you force other positive language into your mind, you're not even giving yourself a choice. And for me, it was the only way to get it started. To now, I love it.
You are truly amazing, and I'm excited for you and the things that are in store for you in the future. It's just truly awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So what I took from Natasha was that everyone has their bad days. And so when you do, cause they're coming, remind yourself of your why. And you'll find that will keep you strong when you're feeling weak. Thank you guys so much for watching. If Natasha's story inspires you, be sure to share this video. Don't forget to comment below. And also subscribe for more episodes every week. This is Patrick Blake Leeper. You're watching Transformation, and I will see you guys next time.